because we are here for a pre-launch party. Then after that, we'll have why the book, because for every reason, for everything we do, there's always a reason behind it. Then we'll also have chapters review of the book, just an overview and an oversight of what you should expect from each chapter of the book. Then we'll have benefits of.
Okay, I think the network is dealing with us here today. Deborah, just step in, whenever the network is fluctuating.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. Okay. So I'll quickly introduce the author of the book so that we can go ahead with the section. Briefly, I want to introduce the author, the reason why we're here today. So now Skochola is a PhD candidate at the Trinity College Dublin and a clinical nurse manager with over 10 years of experience in nursing education, community health, and clinical practice. Having worked in the nursing home care of older persons.
Okay.
Okay, can I continue?
Yes, please.
All right, okay. So, sorry, I'll have to take that again. Nurse Kochola is a PhD candidate at the Trinity College Dublin and clinical nurse manager with over 10 years of experience in nursing education, community health, and clinical practice. Having worked in a nursing home care of older persons, emergency department, and currently undergoing a PhD exploring nursing-led discharge communication practices and care transition experiences of older stroke patients. Nurse Kochola is passionate about ensuring smooth care transition of the vulnerable older population. A research champion in evidence-based practice nurse on discharge communication, both in the acute and community setting, an independent care nurse coach and mentor branded as a health information and nursing career coach. She is also a mentor at the Black Women Leadership in Nursing. Nurse Coach Ola is also a serial nursepreneur dedicated to promoting the health of the
Network issues today. Okay. Deborah, can you there? Apan, can you just step in?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Can you hear me, ma?
Yes.
Okay. I just took the bio. Okay, let me take that again. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes,
Can
we
you hear me,
can.
everyone?
Yes.
All right. Nurse Kochola is a PhD candidate at the Trinity College Dublin and a clinical nurse manager with over 10 years of experience in nursing education, community health, and clinical practice. Having worked in the nursing home care of the elderly, emergency department, and currently undergoing a PhD exploring nursing-led discharge communication practices and care transition experiences of older stroke, ensuring smooth care transition of the vulnerable older population. A research champion in evidence-based practice nurse on discharge communication, both in acute and community setting. She's also an independent nurse coach and a mentor branded as a health information and nursing career coach. She is also a mentor at the Black Women Leadership in Nursing. transformation and a nurse career coach. She's also a mentor at the
Okay,
Let's give her a round of applause. Let's welcome Coach Ola to the floor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think the network is really poor from your end there, Deborah. Thank you so much for that introduction. I believe so many people already know about me. What we are here for basically is for the book, right? Thank you so much. Akpan?
okay. Thank you, everyone. Like you rightfully heard from us, Deborah, who here for the pre-launch party of the book Image as a Health Pro. And just right about now, we'll move into the why. We'll give the author, Nurse Coach Ola, the floor for us to give us the why, the reason behind the book. So at this juncture, we call on Nurse Coach Ola to take us on why the book Image as a Health Pro. Thank you so much, ma.
All right, thank you, everyone, and thank you for your patience. I understand that the network has been, malfunctioning over there, but we move. So about the book Emerge. Well, as Deborah has rightly said that I'm a nurse mentor at the Nurse Mentorship Academy. I would say generally that my mentorship journey or like my experience as a mentor started way back from when I was an undergraduate. So I've always been in a leadership position where I have to, guide, inspire, and kind of serve as a support for nurses generally, young nurses, my colleagues. So I've always been a leader. So for instance, at undergraduate levels, I was the class rep from part one all through 5 years. As well, I was the PR or public relation officer of the student association. So in a lot of ways, I've always had contacts with nurses, my mates, younger ones, orientation, where you're trying to orientate new nurses into the program, into the college and all that. So I've always been, lending my voice, in support of nurses. But when I graduated and I moved to Ireland, basically, of course, there was that need, that big gap on how can, nurses leverage on existing opportunities, to improve their clinical skill, especially maybe those that has issues with, support, and try to help them, develop themselves. So I'll be doing this a lot to all my juniors. By virtue of my experience as well as a nurse tutor back in Nigeria, I was able to also, mentor a lot of young nurses. So I had 4 years experience as a nurse tutor in a school of nursing and, teaching family health, public health nursing, research. So all this gave me, that platform to impact positively into the life of young nurses. So officially, I would say like the program was born after like 10 years of unofficially guiding and mentoring young and aspiring nurses, and repeatedly, recognizing that additional support is needed for new nurses entering the profession or aiming for a career gratification. So as the founder of the NCO Healthcare Consulting, myself, I know that there is that gap, I'm so much involved in research over here. I know what it means, to be a research. I've obtained my diploma, professional diploma in professional coaching and public speaking, and I've been working with a whole lot of team, diligent and experienced nurses in order to help young nurses transit. So officially, the Nurse Mentorship Academy started last year. That's after there was a conference, African Nurses Breaking Boundaries Summit. So there was a huge gap. I think I received almost 100 requests for mentorship. And because of that, so I decided to make it like an official one. And then we launched the Nurse Mentorship Academy. So what we do at the Nurse Mentorship Academy was basically to provide guidance, inspiration, support, and tutoring. And our acronym is GIST, using the word guidance, inspiration, support, and tutoring, to nurses, to make them the best version of themselves in their nursing career and in life generally. So what I do with these nurses is, empowering them to be successful. So after the first cohort, which the first cohort graduated December last year, about 55 of them. And, even I had to limit the admission to 50 so that, because of my capacity, of course, I'm a full-time nurse. I work full-time. I'm a full-time mom. I'm also into full-time ministry. So a whole lot of, and full-time study as well. So, but I was able, by the grace of God, to manage, to help 50 of them, to graduate December. Then there was other needs, people keep coming. So I felt like my availability as an individual might not be sufficient enough, to meet up with the demand. And I have that passion to, it's like my obligation, to impart, support, to support and to guide, you understand? So then I felt like we've had a whole lot of work done at the NMA. We covered 6 modules, and there are 6 other extra, selected modules that other people are enrolling in. So why not bring some of these things that we do in class into book, so that people that get the book still have that, that mentorship support that they need. They still have that gist that we offer at the NMA, because at the moment we have, I'm the lead mentor, and we have 2 other supporting mentors. So the facility, or I say the resources are not enough, to cater for the demand. There's so many nurses out there, healthcare professionals that need this support, that need this guidance. So this book is like, I would say, a curriculum of the NMA to, to offer, that I want to offer freely, to others, rather than coming into the class and, doing all the orders of classroom. So it's a step down of the NMA Academy, so to say. And I feel like it's not just for nurses. So I've kind of written this book in such a way that not only for nurses, not even only for healthcare professionals, but for anyone that has the passion, that has the zeal, you're looking forward to breaking barriers, to breaking that ceiling glass in your career. So this book will be for you. So I think that's just a brief about this book. That's what inspired the book, because I know a lot of people now. And just for you to know, the book will also be an ebook, paperback, as well as audio. So we've had audio classes. All these are recorded and compiled. So you can also have that feeling of being in class. So like I said, the book is just an extract from the NMA curriculum, so that you still have that feeling. You still have the feeling of being mentored. And as well, anybody that, purchased this book will have a free one-on-one coaching. You can book a free one-on-one coaching with myself, so we can go through, your personal issues, your personal developmental issues. So that is the why of the book. Thank you.
Wow, that is a very, very strong why. As someone who has been opportune to sit at the feet of Nurse Coach Ola, I can really say that that's a very powerful why. Because if you are opportune to be a member of the Nurse Mentorship Academy, you know the value we get from there, and to make to get out those values and put it in written form, audio form, like you said, audio book, a written book that could either be an ebook or paperback. It means that the book Image as a Health Pro is truly, truly value packed. And when you get a copy for yourself and you go through the contents of it, you really, really know that it is value packed. So just right about now, I have the privilege of just doing a quick review of each of those chapters, just to give you a sneak peek of what to expect as you purchase the book. And this is coming also as someone who happens to be a member of the Nurse Mentorship Academy, which happened to be the backbone and the background for writing this book. So we start with the introduction. In the introduction of the book, Nurse Coach Allah has taken out time to talk about stages of emergence, because every good thing doesn't come immediately. Every good thing comes in phases. Every good thing come in phases. And like my people used to say, if you see a rich man who just woke up one day and become rich, you're supposed to realize that that riches will not last. Everything comes with stages. Even the Bible says that there is time for everything. Listing all the stages in life, you'll never see a child just come out of the womb and become an adult at once. No, it doesn't happen. So that's just what the introduction is all about. Then the chapter one, we go into self-discovery.
Can I just say a
So
little bit as well about the stages?
okay,
So,
man, feel free to come in.
yeah, and just like you said, for everything there is a process. Okay, so we are talking about emergence. We're talking about you emerging as an Earth Pro. There are stages to this. So I just tell you briefly about the stages. You know, just the way if you plant a seed. I remember way back then when I was young, and we would go to the farm with my uncle, you know. And when we get to the farm, I'm always very interested in yam, you know, yam farming, the way they dig what do they call it again? The heap, and they put the yam. So, do you know that it is not the same day that the yam gets under the soil that it grows and becomes that tuber of yam that you can use for either the cooked boiled yam or the roasted yam or whatever form of yam, or even pando yam. You know, it's not the same day. So it takes stages. So what happens, there's always the stage of planting. So the same, there's a stage of planting, there's a stage of you know, the growth, the watering, there's a stage of maturity, there is a stage, of course, definitely, that it now emerge. You know, that's the emergence evidence. If you plant a yam and there's no evidence of tuber, what do you think will happen? So there definitely has to be an evidence out of every emergence. So, and that is like the peak stage. So there are about 5 stages there, and all these stages, just as it is for every seed, like I said, like a yam or seed of maize, the same thing applies to your career growth. There are stages. Now, understanding of these stages will help you to know how to navigate each stage in order to help you reach your destination. And then, of course, the evidence will be your successfulness in your career and so on. So there's a whole lot more in the book, and I'm sure you'll be looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you so much. We've all heard from the horse's mouth. Uh, that is actually very true. You need to move via different stages, but as usual, as a proof of what is budding, there is always need for emergence. In as much as we're waiting to reap the fruit, but we need to emerge to be as a proof. Then right about, you go to the next chapter, which talks about self-discovery. Man, know thyself. Zonzu said that if you know yourself, you'll not fear the result of 1,000 wars. Because once you know yourself, you know how to fight your war or play your game to your strength and not your weakness. Self-discovery. You have your strengths, you have your weaknesses, and you have various. You are a combination of so many factors. So you need to know yourself. So this book takes you on a journey of self-discovery, takes you on a journey to show you what is your strength, takes you on a journey to show what is your weakness, what are the opportunities that your strength gives to you, and what are the traits that your weakness puts across to you. And then it doesn't just show it to you, it also helps you to see how you can harness these strengths and weaknesses. You know, how you can turn your weakness into a strength, how you can manage your strength, that your strength doesn't become a weakness, and how you can turn threats into opportunities and ensure that opportunities don't become threats. So this is what you have from the first chapter of the book, A Mage as a Health Pro. Because as a mentor for so many years, Nurse Coach Ola has come to know that you need to know yourself first before you set out to conquer your goals, make plans, make great achievement. And he or she who doesn't know his or herself doesn't yet have the required ingredient to go out there and make impact and to emerge. So chapter one takes you on a journey of self-discovery. We move to chapter two, which is
Okay.
goals and goals. Okay, Coach
I
Ola,
like
you
to
can
say
come in.
something. Yeah, I like to say something if you give me the opportunity, just to say something in 30 seconds about each of the chapter, just so people can, have a feel of it directly from me. Just quickly, I wanted to become a medical doctor. Yeah, I wanted to become a medical doctor right from secondary school and all that. Yes, if you ask me, nursing was not my first choice, but I'm glad I chose it afterwards. I chose nursing out of like, well, let me just pick something closer to medicine because I don't want to be, I don't want to be kicked out of medicine if I don't meet up the cutoff. And eventually, I actually had the cutoff. I was even beyond the cutoff of medicine, but because the rule then back then in pre-degree OAU was that once you pick something as first choice, you can't change it to another. So because I already changed once to nursing, I couldn't change back. But I tell you, in my process or in my journey in nursing, I've come to discover and rediscover myself. Now, you don't have to be a nurse to discover yourself. You can find yourself where you are. Now, if somebody asks you, why did you become a healthcare professional or why are you in that profession? What will your response be? Will it be like, well, just to make money or just to be relevant or because it's the most popular, famous profession? So the why of everything matters. Like the reason why you're doing something, the purpose behind everything matters. That is kind of what fuels you, to propelling in that journey. And that's what brings you fulfillment. Quickly again, I just in my recent role, this is my new role that I started February. I met a colleague who happened to be, I would say, a senior colleague because she's been in nursing for over 20 years. And when we had a chat about what I'm doing, the nurse mentorship and a lot, she asked me a question. She said, "Why do you do this?" And then I asked her as well, like, "Why are you in nursing?" And she could not give me an answer. She said, "Well, I don't even know my purpose." I asked her, "What is your purpose?" She was so silent. I told her, take your time, go back, and if you want, book a session with me. And she actually booked a one-on-one session. This is a senior colleague. So we had that one-on-one session and so many questions she could not directly answer. She said that was the first time somebody would ask her what was her purpose. She had no clue. And by the time we unraveled this, it made more sense. Now, so many things, times there are turns, there are, so many issues in life and in your workplace that's kind of shocking. It is your purpose, it is your why that will keep you standing and thriving. So in this book, in this chapter of self-discovery, will help you just like, imagine onions. We will peel out every shell, of you for you to discover your core self. So look out for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nurse Coach Ola. You said 30 seconds, but I know you are too much full of value that 30 seconds might not even be enough to put it out there. So we move on to the next chapter, which we talk about public speaking. Now, especially for nurses, I know a whole lot of people have shied away from it. That the nursing job, the health professional job is not for everybody. But one of the ways of caring, you care verbally too. You care by the way you speak to your patient. And when we talk about speaking, oftentimes it's not just about what you say, your facial expression, your body movement and the rest. These are all encompassing. And oftentimes, as nurses, we are also advocates. We advocate for our patients. We advocate for our patients health wise and otherwise. So it's pertinent that we build up our public speaking ability so as to advocate both for ourselves and also for our patient, and also to communicate the appropriate information, appropriate, relevant, and correct information as at when due to patients, patient relative, people in the community. Even sometimes, if in decision making committees, in where policies are made, if we're talking to stakeholders, you need to be able to know what you want to say and be able to say it out the way you're supposed to say it out. So that's just the essence of chapter 3 of the book Emerge as a Health Pro. For you to become a health pro that has emerged and has gained relevance in the 21st century, you don't just need to know, but you need to know and also know how to communicate it across by speaking it the right way. Because nobody gets into your head to know what you know or know the bright ideas you carry inside of you. That is why chapter 3 of this book is dedicated to public speaking. Coach Ola, I don't know if there's anything you want to add to that.
Well, like you said, if you give me if you give me all the time, I will keep talking. Yeah, public speaking is key. Like to be an EPRO, I think basically if you understand the definition of what an EPRO means, you will know that you definitely need the public speaking skill. Now, it's not just about talking. It's not just about fluency. It's not just about, speaking Queen's English and all that. There are a whole lot that has to, go into public speaking. As healthcare professionals, we know that one of our key values, or one of our key skill is communication with our patient, with our clients, with different people, families, and all that, even with other team. And when you want to pass out your message, just like Akman said, it's not just about talking. You need some skill so that your audience will listen, will appreciate you. I think one of the reasons when we are talking about quackery in nursing, or when we are talking about the public image in nursing, for instance, is that the representation of nurses. And one of the way you can represent your profession well is you having the good, appropriate skill, effective public speaking skill. So for myself, I can't track how many times I've had to speak in the public, and this didn't come like that. You have to build it, you have to learn, you have to unlearn. Like I said, I had to do a professional diploma in public speaking. So it is not just about opening your mouth and talk. It is you knowing what to say at the right time, knowing how to pass the message, knowing how to even speak convincingly, so to say. So there's a whole lot more than this. I won't be able to go further. Thank you. Okay, are we still there?
Okay, look like we've lost Nosakpan.
He'll be
Nosakpan, are you
back.
still there?
He'll be back. You can continue.
Okay, so quickly we'll move to the chapter 4 of the book, which is on personal and professional development. And when we're talking about personal and professional development, it's very important that as a professional, from time to time, you get to learn new things about your profession. You get to learn new technologies that are coming up in your profession. So it's very important that from time to time you update yourself. So it's not just enough for you to just acquire certificates, for you to acquire a particular recognition, and then you just stay at that level. So from time to time, you still need to update your knowledge. You still need to get to learn new things about your niche, new technologies, new way of doing things, evidence-based care. So it's very important. So even as a person, personally, you want to learn how to maybe improve your public speaking skills. You want to learn how to do video editing. You want to learn how to proofread. So there are a lot of things that has to come up when you're talking about personal and professional development. As a career person, as someone who is career oriented, you have to keep developing yourself from time to time. You don't just remain at a particular spot. Even in your academics, when you are done with your masters, you want to write papers, you want to do one or two things. So this chapter, that is the personal and professional development, it's here to make you understand that as a professional, you need to keep updating yourself from time to time. So so Ma, I don't know if you have anything to add about that
Well,
on
30
personal and professional
seconds.
development as
30,
a health
30
professional
seconds.
or as, yeah.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I just said that different people with different learning style. You know, there are a lot of as an undergraduate, or whatever level you are now, we are all in a classroom and the teacher is teaching us the same way and everybody. But what this book will help you, what we have done at the NMA for each person, is we recognize individuals' learning style. So your learning style, it's what will help you to identify, like, how do you move, what do you need to add to you, depending on, of course, you have set your goals, you know where you're going, you know who you are, you know where you're going, your profession. So the book will help you to align your goals, to the required or the available. Not you don't have to do all the courses because somebody is doing learning graphic design. It doesn't mean that you should do that. Does that align with your purpose or with your goal, with your career goal? So that chapter, again, we have what we call personal professional development. They are different, although they are mostly related. So you'll be able to identify which one is my home, which parts should I go to. And there are a whole lot of links and experiences, courses that you'll be exposed to. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry for the network glitch. That's what we have for personal and professional development. Just realize that the day you stop learning, that's the day you start dying. So that's basically what it is. At every stage, or whether of your educational attainment, of your personal attainment, you always need to develop yourself. It might not be vertically, but you might have to go horizontally, and as the case may be. So right to the next chapter, we have developing leadership skills, because everyone is a leader. Now, oftentimes the word leadership has been confused, but a leader is someone who has a follower. And I think from a personal basis, we lead ourselves. We lead ourselves. You wake up and you try to lead yourself to comply to your goals for the day. You try to tell your legs stand up from the bed. You try to tell your hands stand up and the rest. So we start from this leadership to develop the leadership skills, that you start to lead yourself first, then get into your professional role as a health professional. You're leading patients, you're leading other people in the therapeutic milieu, you are leading your colleagues, your junior ones, either leading them horizontally, in which everybody is at the same level, but someone must always stand out, or leading them vertically, as the case may be. So this is what chapter 5 of the book Emerge as a Health Pro is dedicated to: developing your leadership skills. Because as you emerge as a health pro in the 21st century, you are going to take your stand on the podium and guide communities, guide individuals, guide society, change conceptions. And to do this, you need to be a top-notch leader. So, Noskochola, over to you if you have anything to add.
Well, 30 seconds, like I always say, leadership is a function of knowing yourself. Like you said, knowing yourself, you have to know yourself first. So I'll go back to that self-discovery. It's about you having a vision that is well communicated, building trust among your colleagues, taking effective action. So many people shy away or run away from responsibilities. You can't be a leader if you are running away from responsibilities. I know you want to lead yourself, but leadership is servantship. If you want to lead, you need to be ready to take up responsibilities. And this book will help you to know what skills do I need to develop? What are the skills I have already that I need to enhance? Or, that would be my main strength. So we all have a leadership traits. We used to say that some leaders are born, some are made. Yes. If you are not born as a leader, there is that trait. Probably it's recessive in you, but that can be tapped in, and developed. So the book will help you to identify. I know there's this particular interesting part of the book, which I'll wait for you to see. It's called Leadership Pizza, those that have gone through NMA will know what happened in the class when we had this. It really helps you to dissect yourself and know, this is the part I want to work on. This is the part I want to build on. This is the part, well, I'm doing well in this, and I'm going to, focus on this, and this will be my main strength. So that is what this is all about. Thank you. Unmute yourself, Deborah.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, thank you for that brief summary of that chapter, that's developing your leadership skill. Like I said some time ago, I said you don't need a title before you can become a leader. Leadership is you coming into action and doing what you're supposed to do at the right time. It's not about your title. It's not about your maybe your prefix or suffix attached to your name. So it's just something you have to do when you're supposed to do those actions. So quickly, we have to go to the chapter 6 of the book now, which is becoming a health pro. So becoming a health pro. So after all of this, after you've been able to acquire all these skills, you've been able to develop your leadership skills, you've been able to set your goals and you're working towards them, you've been able to develop your public speaking skills and a lot of that. So what's the next thing for you to do is to become a health pro. So that's or a healthpreneur. So for you to start making money out of your profession, that's for you to start how would I put it now? For you to start making money generally out of out of all these skills, out of all this personal development and all this work you've had to put into yourself. So at some point you would need to start making some money out of all you've done, all you've put into yourself. So at this point, that is when you can say, oh, I am a healthpreneur. So this is what this chapter is talking about, for you to launch out as a healthpreneur, for you to be able to reach out to people, for you to be able to um, offer services in the healthcare niche. So this is what this chapter is actually talking about. So briefly, again, I will have to move back to North Chola. Let I just say something briefly about the last chapter of the book, which is becoming a health pro. Thank you so much, Ma. Over to you, Mrs. North Chola.
Okay. So thank you so much. You see this particular chapter, I know, when they think nurses, okay, people think nurses or nursing, it's a very lucrative, of course, it's a very lucrative and, prospects in the profession. But time have made us realize that nurses struggle financially. Yes, I struggled financially, and I'm still working hard. But becoming an health entrepreneur, it's you converting what you know already into income, apart from your regular 9 to 6 or 8 to 8 job or shift job. While you develop an interest in becoming an entrepreneur, it is important that you do your assignments and background. There are things to do. It is not everybody that has to be an entrepreneur. Everybody's I'm an entrepreneur. And I asked the question in class, I'm going to say it here, that you are selling granules as a nurse or as a physiotherapist or as a carer. Does that make you an entrepreneur? If you're selling granules or you're selling clothes, or what are you selling, or what exactly, what service? It doesn't even have to be selling. Maybe a service you're providing. If whatever you are giving does not add value, like health value, that you can use whatever skills you have gotten in nursing or in health, to influence that service or that product, then you are not an healthpreneur. So there's always an health, like a strategy or skill aspect that you have to use to influence your service or your skill. So it goes a long way. It involves a lot. So if you want to learn this, then you need to buy this book. And in this book, just for you to know, I shared more than 30, I think about 60 business ideas for aspiring healthcare entrepreneurs that you can do while you are still doing your normal job, and it will be bringing in extra income for you at ease. So get the book. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ma, for that beautiful summary. So quickly we'll be going to what we have next on our list. I don't know, Mrs. Yewande, are you Dr. Yewande? So rather, sorry about that. Dr. Yewande, are you still here with us? Dr. Yewande, if you are here, please
Yeah,
let me
she's here.
see
I'm
you.
going
Let
to
me
pick
see.
her up now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, and happy birthday to my assistant Yoruba language teacher and air
Thank you,
ambulance
ma.
nurse. It's been about a month with Olayinka now, and she being Dublin and me being in the UK. Maybe that's what made the relationship rosy. But I bet you that even if she was speaking with me from Nigeria, Nigeria is now on the same time zone. So
Yeah.
I would say congratulations
Thank
to
you, ma'am.
you. So, as an author of healthcare books and business books, I must say to write a book, it's not easy, but once you have your pen and paper or computer, laptop, whatever, if it's phone, when you have an idea, you just put it down, and before you know it, it becomes a book. So I wouldn't waste much time. I would just go into what I have. My review of the book, I will just give a small speech. After the world witnessed one of the worst bioterrorism in the form of COVID-19 pandemic, it has become difficult for healthcare workers of all races to continue serving patients with the skills gained in medical school alone. Having a mentor, excellent mental health, and on-the-job experience has become vital. This book is valuable to healthcare workers and future generations who will maintain a healthy world after we've gone. Congratulations to Olaika Remo for this great addition to the field. Looking forward to having this book translated to French, Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, and Yoruba, so healthcare workers from non-English speaking regions can also access this vital information.
Wow.
As a fellow author and healthcare executive, I can confidently say, welcome to the club. Yewande
Thank
Okonoro
you.
Yekeno, myself, on behalf of World Humanitarian Organization for Peace and Equity, I am the board chairperson for the Air Ambulance Service Models Project for Disaster Preparedness, and Olayinka Remo is my ambulance nurse. We're still working on the project. I am also a member, soon to be a fellow of the American College of Healthcare Executives, Southern California chapter. So uh, she might be a mentor to you all, but she's my mentee, she's my student. So when I say I am a member, American College of Healthcare Executive, soon to be a fellow, meaning that I'm preparing for my fellowship exams in the American College of Healthcare Executive. So I'll become Yewande Okunoro Yekenu DBA. So for those who don't know, the DBA is Doctor of Business Administration with a specialization in healthcare management and leadership. So I have a doctorate degree in healthcare management and leadership. So when she says I've written a book, I say, you've written a book for nurses. She said, no, it's for healthcare professional. I went to school to learn how to manage healthcare. So if you're going to write a book for healthcare workers, it has to pass through me. But if you're going to write a book for nurses, I will tell you that my mom is a retired nurse. She was a matron of NMPC clinic, and during her time was when Ebola came to Lake, and
Mm.
she was here in UK with me, and she was giving them instruction on how to quarantine. So don't be surprised that I joined the Royal Voluntary Service when we were asked to volunteer, as COVID responders, and I am still a member of the Royal Voluntary Service till I die. I mean, the expiry date is after I will be long gone. So we are long life learners. So by the grace of God, by the time I become a fellow, and they say, oh, we want to bring some people into the profession. then I can say, oh, I have a nurse, I have a doctor, I have this that I can, mentor and bring into the American College of Healthcare Executives. So when she started learning Yoruba with me, I said, you are going to cover North and South America. She didn't understand, but I'm in Dublin. Say, no, don't come to my region. I take UK and Europe. So there's no confusion. If they fail their Yoruba exams, I know who taught you. And the other Yoruba teacher is teaching Asia and Africa. So we started this project as a Yoruba language for healthcare workers. And now we have 15 languages. So Mrs. Olayinka Aremu, you are going to show she has been a student now for 1 month. She's to learn Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, and Yoruba. So I would not disturb you by asking you to read Yoruba. Her Spanish teacher has helped her. So you are going to read the title of your book to us in English, in French, and Spanish.
Okay. So I was going to do this later, but now that Dr. Yawade has brought me to the oh God. All right. I'm still a learner, okay? So don't criticize me. I'm still a learner. Um, in English, the title of the book, as you already know, is Emerge as a Health Pro. So in Spanish, I'm going to say it. So please don't crucify me. I'm still learning. Emerger como professionnel de la salud. And in French, it is Devenir un pro de la santé. How did I do? All right. I'm still learning. I'll get there. So just like Dr. Yewande said, and I'm really glad. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This book will be translated into Spanish, Yoruba, and Brazilian Portuguese. Wow. Wow. I have a author, like a senior author, healthcare executive here that is taking this up. I really want to say a big thank you to WHOPE. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you so much for a quick review of this book. As you have heard, this book is for healthcare professionals, and not just healthcare professionals. Anyone, if you are aspiring, if you want to take that leap in your career, then you should get this book. So it is no more language barrier. Okay, if you don't understand English, we will get this book translated, and it will be available on every publishing or bookstore available globally, by God's grace. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So for your birthday gift, I do not have anything to give you. I only found out it was your birthday today on social media. Thank you for not informing me, but I'm giving you we are authors, we are academics, so I'm giving you a blank paper. I would not say 2 months, but my plan is once you finish your Yoruba, Spanish, and Brazilian Portuguese, you're going to register and you are going to join the American College of Healthcare Executives as a member, so that we can have a new law. You only need to be a member for 1 year to take your fellowship exams, so that in another 18 months, I want to be able to say, oh, that is Mrs. Olayinka Remu, PhD, RN, FACHE. So FACHE is Fellow American College of Healthcare Executives, and I am from Southern California chapter. Gracias.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a gift. I love this kind of gifts on my birthday. Thank you so much. And of course, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I was going to run away from class, but you found me on social media. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I think we can go ahead. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure, such a privilege to have you, Ma. Thank you. I do appreciate you. I'll bring back our moderators.
Wow, wow! I'll just say wow. It's a privilege sitting seeing a mentor of a mentor. And I want to say that it's been a great privilege, and I feel so happy. Congratulations, Nurse Cochola, for
Thank
your
you.
birthday gift.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so right about now, we'll move into the next item we have, which is about NMA, the Nurse Mentorship Academy. And
Okay.
I feel privileged to be the one to talk about it, being the cohort lead for the present cohort that we're having now. It's been a privilege associating with over 20 other health professionals in the Nurse Mentorship Academy, in which we've learned a whole lot. We are almost at the closing stages of the cohort for now. So just a little sneak peek into what the Nurse Mentorship Academy is all about. Now, the Nurse Mentorship Academy is a 90-day program that includes monthly meetings, customized mentorship and accountability coaching session that is conducted via Zoom. And in this mentorship academy, you have access to content that you won't see anywhere else. You'll be speaking with Nurse Coach Ola directly, and she'll teach you from her years of experiences and also years of knowledge. So it's going to be a personalized face to face time with mentor, Nurse Coach Ola, and other mentors in the program. And this should be, you can change the schedule via email if there are situations that arise as pertaining the scheduled meeting. So who is this mentorship academy for? It's for young and aspiring nurses who are looking for guidance and support as pertaining their quest for professional, personal, and interpersonal growth in order to help them make a difference to their career and help them create a new generation of confident and well-prepared nurses. So what is the process involved? You go through level one. We have it in levels. Level one is the journey of self-discovery, where you have self-discovery, you have goals and goal setting, and every level you have a project. In level one, your project will be a career goal presentation. You'll be given opportunity to, from the knowledge you've gathered, to present your career goal after taking out time to really think about it. Then on the level two, we go into the art of public speaking and also personal and professional development. Like we said, while we're talking about reviewing chapters of the book, knowing how to speak publicly is part of your personal and professional development. And under that level, you have a project, which is a video presentation of your career goal. Every step, every level of this academy gives you a chance to put into action what you've actually learned. At level three, we have developing leadership and mentoring skills, because Nurse Coach Ola and the NMA is grooming nurses who will groom nurses. We not just want, the academy does not just want the process to stop with you, but want the process to continue beyond you and for you to have this impact in your little space, globally, locally, and otherwise. So we also have nursing and entrepreneurship, which is healthpreneurship. And at this stage, we'll have what we call the personal project presentation. So you could do your personal project either as a person or in pay with your partners, teaching you how to, teaching you teamwork and how to cooperate with your colleagues and present a personal project or a paid project as the case may be. Then we also have selective programs you can choose in case you don't want to go through everything. You could choose to come into selected programs like evidence-based practice in nursing research for people who are interested in becoming nurse researchers. Care transitioning for new and novice nurses. Nurse Coachella is a pro in that. Nurse coaching, in case you also want to shine the light for other young people coming after you. Then also international nursing prospects and pathways for people looking to relocate and move to different regions of the world to practice. Then we also have a program for healthcare communication for international migrant nurses in order to help them acclimatize to their environment, having migrated to different communities that have different value system and different beliefs. So this course, healthcare communication for international migrants, will help international nurses to fit in. Same like the course cross-cultural adaptation and inclusivity. Since you're crossing culture by migrating, you need a course that would give give you the necessary knowledge and the basics on how you can adapt to your new culture. Culture shock is something almost every nurse experiences once they migrate, not just nurses, anybody that migrates. So even if you are not a nurse and you are hoping to migrate, you could pick knowledge here as pertaining culture shock you experience when you migrate to other environments. So what will you receive as part of being in the Nurse Mentorship Academy? You have a 2 week detailed curriculum, inclusive with PDF files to support your learning. We don't just teach you and let you go. We teach you and we provide files that will support your learning. Added to one-on-one and group mentorship calls via Zoom, either with Nurse Coach Ola or other coach in the Nurse Mentorship Academy. We also have ebooks and audiobooks and paperback copy of the complete Nurse Mentorship program. So you could go through it at every point in time you want to seek reference to. We also have guest speakers who come in and co-commenters within your area of interest. In your journey of self-discovery, you get to know your area of interest, and the Nurse Mentorship Academy will bring in people that can speak to you about such area of interest, and you have access to a supportive community, cohort you belong to, and also the alumni group, because we have already had nurses go through this process. So you have access to supportive community of other global young nurse leaders, aspiring nurses, and there will be international opportunities. And at the back of that, there will be the the program is valued at £1,600, €1,600, sorry. But in the spirit of the pre-launch party of the Image as a Health Pro, you'll be given a once only giveaway price to have the complete program at €480. €480, which if you compare to the value of the program, which is €1,600, you know that this is a one-time opportunity that you don't have to miss. Added to all what the Nursing Mentorship Academy program entails, it's something that you should not want to miss. And if for any reason you don't want the whole package, maybe you're seeking for a single model as pertaining your needs, you could pay for a single model at €20. So that is what the Nurse Mentorship Academy has to do. So you could rush now and get this at this giveaway price of €480, or you get the single model at €20, which is more advisable, because if you want to get it at other times, it is €1,600. So this is the Nurse Mentorship Academy. And beyond what they offer, this is a personal testimony as the cohort lead of the present cohort. And having sat at the feet of Nurse Kochola for the better part of 3 months now, for people who know me and who have been following me on my different social media platforms, who know me both physically and virtually, you could bear the testimonies to the changes that have occurred with me. I think this academy has helped me to recognize my potential, and not just recognize my potential, channel my potentials to where I have my strength. I think it was under the tutelage of this academy that I realized that of all the niches in nursing, I have passion for teaching and educating, and sub niche in the niche of teaching. I have passion for sexual and reproductive health, and I'm proud to say that under the guidance of Coach Ola's pertaining discovering myself, I've been able to put together a book that will be launched, God's willing, at the end of this year. I It has gone to show that each and every one of us has a purpose inside of us that we did not discover. These are knowledge that I've led embedded in me for the course over the course of so many years I've practiced as a nurse, but with the help of the Nurse Mentorship Academy, going through all the levels of the Nurse Mentorship Academy, one-on-one sessions, I've been able to come up with a book.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah. Thank you so much. Can you hear me? So I think because of
Yes,
our time, we can go over to the raffle draw. Is that okay?
yes, it's okay. We can move over to the raffle draw.
Okay. So I will talk briefly about this raffle draw. So, like you said, we will be having winners like prizes today. So we have there will be two winners for the ebook. So like free ebook for you. But of course, there's something to do. And two winners for 1 month free mentorship at the NMA. You know the value of that, right? And of course, we have 10 nurses breast washed for, for just for free for you to win today. So Akpan, can you tell us what award did they have to do to win this?
Okay, for the raffle draw, like Nurse Coach Ala had already said, we will have two winners of ebook, two winners for the 1 month free mentorship academy, and then we'll have breast watches to go around for everyone. And in as much as it was
10 breast washes.
10, sorry. It was the main activity was to be handled by Deborah. Sorry, the network glitch is not has not allowed her to be here.
Okay, so I think what we do is, first of all, as you are here, either you're watching, we are live on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So whichever platform you're watching this from, either you are also in here in the, in the real program, you can benefit from this. So to win, what you have to do, first of all, you have to register as, as a launch team. So you have to be in the launch team. That's number one. So join the launch team. The link is available on all our social media. So you have 48 hours to do this. So you join the launch team and you share the book on all your social media, and you get your friends to also share the book. So we need, if you can get two people from you to pre-order the book, then you will get any of these two people to pre-order this book from you, and they have to put a reference that they got to know about the book from you. So you will win one free the ebook as well. So that is just for two people. And the same thing, if the two books are already exhausted, we'll have the next one, which is two winners for the 1 month free mentorship. And then once that is done, it's finished, it's taken, then you will be winning free nurses breast wash. You know the value of that. So the value of the breast wash is about 3,500, which is almost more than times two of the book. So you know what you're getting already. So that's just what you have to do. Now, again, as part of it, like, let me just repeat, you have to register as a launch team, join the launch team, share the book, share the link or the link to the pre-order to your social media, and get others to pre-order. So if you have two people pre-order through you, you get the ebook free. All right. As well, if that is done, you can also enjoy the 1 month free mentorship at the NMA, or you get a free nurses breast watch. Make sure you're following us on our social media handles on Facebook, Nurse Koshola, on Instagram, Noskoshola, LinkedIn, Olayinka Aremu. You follow Instagram, every social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. Follow us and just make a reference that you are following for the raffle draw. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Nurse Kochola. Someone just asked a question.
Okay.
How much is it's for the enrollment into the Nurse Mentorship Academy in Nigerian Naira?
Okay, so I think you covered that aspect then. So per module is 20 euros because this program is not for enemy, So, but per module is 20 euros, which we are giving at a discount. So depending on the equivalent is 10,000 naira. That's just what we have per module. And we have 6 modules, 12 modules in total. So you can select and you can get the bulk, the package whole. So let's go to the next. So the raffle draw starts now and expires in 48 hours. So the clock is ticking. Thank you very much. We can go to the next.
Okay, so at the next one we have announcements. So Nurse Kochola, anything you would like us to know about the NMA or
All right, so thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you all here. For everyone that has joined in, it's really a pleasure to have you. I'm so privileged to have you. Thank you for staying true. It's been almost over an hour now, and we are still here talking about the book. This is the pre-launch party. The main launch is still coming, okay? When the book is ready and is out there on Amazon, on every other, bookstore. So brief announcements that we have. First of all, like I said, the pre-order price is discounted now. So we are giving it out at $5. Naira is 1,005. Okay, $5. That is the discounted pre-order price. And I tell you, after publishing, after the book is out, it's going to go up more than twice the current price. So I think it's important that you do yourself a favor and your friend, you can get this and give somebody, who is an healthcare professional or a nurse. So you can do this as well. Like I said, please do make sure that you follow us on all our social media. And if you're part of the launch team, the social media engagement is very, very important for us to promote the publicity of the book. The book Emerge. Now, the other thing I like to mention there is please visit my website, noskoshola.com. There are other things that I do apart from the book that might be of interest to you. So please join us there. Now, the other thing I like to mention here, can you see me? I can't see myself for some weird reason. Can anybody see me? Akpan, can you see me? Okay. Okay, now I'm back. So I thought nobody could see me. So again, like I said, visit my website. There are other things that I do for you to know. I'm involved in patient flow, transition care, and age well coaching. So if you have an aged person or you are concerned about how you can age well, I do a lot of private consultations on that. As well, I have other packages like mentorship, OET for nurses that want to write, at their exams, English proficiency exam and IELTS. We do that at Synergy. I have another company, which is Synergy International Nursing Network. So you can benefit from this as well. Apart from this, public health advocacy, workplace advocacy, like Akpan has rightly said, I'm involved in anything that has to do with equality, diversity, and inclusion, and workplace advocacy, cultural work, integration for nurses and healthcare professionals. So if this is something you like, to benefit from, you can contact me. Please visit my website. As well, I'll be having an upcoming program for those that already know. It's a culture shock and workplace integration. The link is on Eventbrite, and I have opportunity to be invited by the NHS in the UK, one of their trusts, to talk to nurses and their nurse leaders about this. So it's very interesting. It's free, and you can also, subscribe to this. You can just register on Eventbrite. Now, join the team if you haven't. You can still join. So this is one way you can support me without you paying anything. No, so without you, this is a free support you want to give me. It won't cost you anything to join the launch team to promote this book. I tell you, the where this book will get you, like, it's really, really helped generations. Now that we know that the book will be translated into different languages, so we need your help to get this out. Now, the final launch day, by God's grace, hopefully we don't have fuck ups from publishers and all that, technical issues, is the 4th of July. Is anybody excited? 4th of July. That's the
I'm very,
final
very
launch.
excited.
So you'll be able to go to Amazon, go to different publishing network and get your book. So that is about that. Thank you so much. I think there are other things to do now.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that just comes to the end of everything we had for you this afternoon. Thank you so much for being with us. As we promised, we took just an hour and about 10 minutes of your time, and we are very glad that you could stay with us till the end. Feel free to follow Nurse Cochola on all our social media platforms. She's on LinkedIn. She's also on Facebook. You can also follow the Nurse Mentorship Academy on LinkedIn. And beyond just the book Image as a Health Pro, there are other packages that
Okay, so I'm
for
going to be
professional
inviting.
development.
Yeah, I'm going to be inviting over. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing
Pelumi,
you.
are you here?
Okay.
Okay. So still in the celebration, as habits of my birthday. Pelumi, are you here now? So it's still my birthday, and like I said, we are also launching one of my baby projects. I call it my baby project is the Respo Health. For as many that have been on my timeline, probably you've seen Respo Health and all that. So this is my baby project. I'm so happy and excited to announce, the launch of the program in Nigeria. So I have here, the director, the program directors in Nigeria, who is Oluwakolumi Emmanuel. She's going to tell us briefly about Respo Health and the launch. So we have a lot of, there are 10 cohorts. Okay, I'll just leave it, Pelumi, for you to do this. You're welcome. So thank you so much, Akpan. I'm going to relieve you. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, thank you, Nurse Koshola, and I want to say happy birthday once again. So,
Thank
Ma,
you.
can you allow me to share my screen?
Okay, I think what I can do is I can share it from my hand. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and just talk briefly while I get this set up.
All right. So Total Health Package for the elderly is a community project that is being headed by Respo Health Africa. That is also, like you've had, that is also one of North Koshola's complaint. So, and like the name, Respo Health Africa, the main focus for Respo Health Africa is towards Africa. So majorly, we had a project last year, which was Feed the Elderly. So we did that project December 25 and 26 around some locations in Nigeria. So this year, the project we went forward for was Total Healthcare Package for the Elderly. So from the title of the project, Total Healthcare Package. So it's not just about the medical aspect of the elders. So it's a all-round care for the elder. So it's an all-round care for the elders. So and this is okay. All right. So and this is for the total healthcare package is majorly for we were targeting 10 locations in Nigeria, and then we were to reach out to 100 elders in Nigeria. So right about now, I'll just go straight to the point for what we've done so far. So we started this project February. Yeah, we started February this year. We started the project February this year. So what we did was that we tried reaching out to people for to volunteer to join Rescue Health Africa, and which links to volunteer was sent across various social media platforms, and of which we have several volunteers that joined. They were added to the volunteers that were available for the Feed the Elderly project. So, and after the volunteers, we've gotten enough volunteers, then we kicked off with the care need assessment workshop, because the care for the elderly, the total healthcare package for the elderly is a project that is divided into several phases. So one of the phases, that is the first phase, is the care need assessment. So there was a need for a workshop to be done for individuals, volunteers that will participate, because for Rescue Health Africa, we are not just majoring the volunteers to be healthcare professionals alone. So we had a need to do a workshop to sensitize people who are healthcare professionals and the ones who are not healthcare professionals. So like you can see this, so the care need assessment workshop was organized and done on the 19th of March. That was about a month after the links for volunteers was put out on various social media platforms. So after we done that, then we had to divide the locations in Nigeria into cohorts, because we needed an effective means to reach out to 100 elders, not to do less or to do more than that. So the basic thing we did was send out link for people who would partner with us and people who would sponsor, which we are still on. So if you know any organization who is interested in partnering with Respect Africa or in sponsoring our project, you can reach out to us on www.respectafrica.com. That's the Gmail on your screen, right? So after we did the care need assessment workshop. So after that, there was something on my screen before, and that was the location report. So for each cohort, we had to divide the locations in Nigeria into cohorts, like I was saying, to have an effective means for the project. So we have 10 projects. So now the project is going to be in phases, and it's going to be in phases and then in stages. So like I said the other time, the care need assessment is one of the stages. So so for now we have 5 cohorts for the phase one, then we'll have the other cohort for the second phase. So now the cohorts we have, I've listed the states in front of those cohorts, which are, we have cohort one for this phase. Now for phase one, we have Lagos. So we have head of coordinators for each cohort. So why we call them cohort and not location is because there were some cohorts that had to do with more than one location. So we couldn't just name it as a location. So we had to group them into cohorts. So for Lagos, we have Mrs. Ruth Moyo, Abuja, Nurse Adeshe Precious. For Oyo and Ogun, Mr. Lawa Abayomi. For Osun and Ekiti, Mrs. Roland here today. For Port Harcourt, we have Mr. Fa. Then I can't say the last one. So I think that's for Ondo State, yeah. For Ondo State. Then the last cohort is for Ondo State. So that's Mrs. Lawan. Then I will just briefly show you where we are right now. So I think um, okay. Okay, sorry, can you please hold on? Okay. I don't know. I'm not seeing some things that you see in this slide. So that's why I'm saying we should hold on. It should give us the location report for each state. So I'll just say this, that for now, three cohorts have done their care need assessment, which I said is the first stage of the project. So that's Ekiti State, then Ogun State and Oyo State, then Abuja and Gombe State. So those three locations, those three cohorts, they've done their care need assessment, and of which we had great turnout, and it was effective and productive. So we should have a video, but not special.
Yeah, like I said, we will share the videos because of our time on our social media, so people can follow through. Is that okay?
All right, thank you.
So thank you
Thank
so much. Thank you so much, Pelumi, for doing that. Like I said, Pelumi happened to be the brain boss for Respo Health Africa in Nigeria. She's been amazing working with me, taking leads in the programs, initiative, and all that. So thank you. And for those that get to know, this is a volunteering program, and she's doing amazingly there. She's the program director. Thank you so much, Pelumi. God bless you.
thank
So
you.
yeah, like we said, we're going to be sharing that. We are looking for partners, for sponsors for this amazing program. For those that know, it is not easy, for the elderly. Like I said, I'm very passionate about the elderly care, not just in Nigeria, in Africa generally. They feel they are kind of neglected, so we need to promote their health, total health for them, which is very, very important. So please follow Respo Health on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We'll be opening up a YouTube page so that you can see all our videos. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pelumi. All right. So the other part of my birthday celebration. Thank you everyone for staying true. So we have another announcement. We're bringing the programs one after the other. So let's come back here and go to what we have next. We talk about total care. So briefly, just to mention about some of the things that I do and some of the packages I have today as well. And the Nurse to Island mentorship class is open. It's still open for everyone so that is interested. So you can check out the link at the Synergy International Network on how you can benefit from the North to Island mentorship if you want to relocate to Ireland as an outsider to work or to study. So we'll have that mentorship class that is available for you. And it's a start to finish. And like I said as well, I offer OET and IELTS study buddy via Synergy International Network, and you can enroll this. It's a study buddy, so you have a study partner, and this will help you to, come first, pass at first sitting. We've had testimonies over the last 2 years that we started this study buddy program. So you have someone as well that might benefit from this. Please channel them to Synergy. Now, I've been waiting for this. This is a big announcement I have to make. Why I was writing the book Emerge, where we started the book Emerge, just in the course of this. And this actually came, the inspiration for this book came when I was sick, when I was in sick bed. For those that have seen my testimony of, how God healed me and all that. So the question was, what will you do first? So my that sickness helped me to reflect on my life and on my priorities. God actually showed me, like, you need to place your priorities right. And one of the priorities was it had to be God first. So one of the things that delayed the book Emerge was that I kind of had to refocus on writing the book named Deborah. So the book named Deborah is, about myself, on how the Lord has helped me, or know what is needed for me in becoming that woman of power and influence. So these are some of the things I've learned and I'm learning in the process. But the Lord, as the Holy Spirit has inspired, that the book, the content and the experience and the teachings need to be shared with the world. That's why this is being transcribed into book. So I'm going to be inviting to talk briefly about this book, the book manager. I hope she's still here. Oh yeah, I will be blessing. Okay, I think for some reasons our network is not connected. So, like I said, the book, the name Deborah. Is anybody excited? Actually, is anybody excited about this? Okay, so this is just an announcement. Details of the book will be coming very soon, very soon. So I just tell you briefly about the book. This book is in. We'll be featuring 7 other ministers, women ministers, 7 other women ministers. So it has 7 chapters, and we'll be featuring 7 other women ministers. Like I said, the book majorly is on experiences, teachings, and different learnings that you can, if you are a woman, that you want to, on becoming a godly woman of power and influence. So quickly, I just tell you that it was time for my baptism, way when I was 7 or 8 years old. And my late dad had asked me, what woman character will I love to be named after? So I'm a born Anglican, and when you have to get baptized at a certain age when you're young. So it was kind of a ritual, or like a routine in our home, that you have to pick up the name you want to be named. So I was barely 7 or 8 old this time, and the normal doctrine of our family had helped me to know a lot of Bible stories. So we do all these early morning devotions, late night prayers, Bible study, children Bible classes, and all that. So I came back to my dad after thoughtfully revising the women characters in the Bible. Then I said to him, I will love to be named Deborah. My dad asked me, why did I choose Deborah of all the women character in the Bible? And I remember that I said that because she's a powerful woman and a leader. I also remember that I said to him that I know Deborah was kind of like a warrior. I wanted to be a warrior. I wanted to be a leader. And so, fast forward, I was named Deborah at baptism, by water baptism, based on Anglican doctrine. Well, fast forward, for reasons not certain, I did not include Deborah as my third name, or maybe on my birth certificate is not in any of my. I don't know what happened. I had no clue whatsoever the deep meaning of the name. I just, sometimes tease around. When I see somebody that is called Deborah, I say, oh, my name is also Deborah. I just talk around it. But I never really understood, the real efficacy and the deep meaning in that name. So I believe in my life on my own terms. Sometimes just somehow I know within me that I am special, and I have extra abilities. I know God has been part of my life story, even though sometimes I had, edited some part of it myself and wandered around. However, the last 2 years, and specifically, like I said, during my illness the last time, God has revealed to me the deep meaning of that name Deborah, and why he actually called me Deborah. So I wasn't the one that named myself Deborah. It was God that named me Deborah. Now, this book, Deborah, named Deborah, will talk about details, of what it involves, what it entails to be a godly woman, not just a woman, or, a godly woman of power and influence. All right. So again, like I said, the book named Deborah is for women who God has proposed to take up leadership roles in the homes, in their ministry, community, and their career, to the utmost purpose of transforming the world in a positive way, winning souls to God. So that is all about, basically about what the book named Deborah is all about. And this is just a book announcement. So we still have a long way to go about. Like I said, this book will be written featuring 7 powerful women ministers. So thank you so much as you look forward to the book named Deborah. So the other announcement I have here, we're rounding up now, is the Future Nursing Scholarship. So for those that are maybe following me on my timelines, maybe you have seen this. So I'm working with a group of nurse leaders, global nurse leaders on this to support Nigerian nurses. So this is only available for Nigerian nurses and midwives. And as you can see there, it's at a value of 100,000 per student per year, for the duration of 3 to 4 years, which is renewable annually. So please, there is a link out there. You can, find this link on my social media and, register if you're interested. There are 3 levels to this. Either you are at entry level, maybe you just want to start nursing, or you are in nursing already, you are in your year 2, year 3, or you have finished your first degree and you are interested in a postgraduate course. So this scholarship will be of benefit to you. And of course, being my birthday, the African Lady in Dublin Fashion Hub has started the birthday sales, which started last midnight. So you can also benefit from this. So go over to africanlady.ie on Instagram, African Lady in Dublin on Facebook, and whatever you like on the page, it will be at a good discount on selected items. And of course, there are new collections out there. So this is my way of life. This is how I celebrate myself. This is how I live my life. And I'm just letting you into my space. Thank you very much. I'm going to bring him back, Akpan, to give a closing remark as we finish.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking with us over the course of the last 1 hour 30, roughly 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us for this pre-launch party, pre-launching the book Image as a Health Pro. Thank you for celebrating with Coach Olayinka Aremu on our birthday. This is from all of us viewers wishing you a very happy birthday, wishing you a fruitful new year, and praying that God bless you and continue to enable you with the knowledge and wisdom to impact your environment and also impact the nursing profession. And from us here in the studio, we thank you viewers for being with us throughout the course of today's event. And this is us saying thank you and hoping to see you anytime we have any other event. Thank you so much. I am Nurse Aqua Oakman. It's been my privilege being your moderator for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akpan. And I have a big announcement. I have a birthday gift that just came in now. Can you see me? I can't see myself. Akpan.
Yes, we can see you.
Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. This just came in now. It says, I'll read it. Phi Gamma grant decision. This is from Sigma Nursing. Who knows Sigma Nursing? I applied for a grant and this just came in right during this program. Dear Olayinka Aremu, congratulations on being awarded grant support from Phi Gamma chapter. The review process was especially challenging due to many strong applications of excellent quality. Your application presented compelling evidence of a viable project and was selected for funding by the award committee. This just came in now. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations,
and
Coach.
What the project is all about. It's about Nurse Mentorship Academy. So the Nurse Mentorship Academy got a grant. Thank you so much. This is just a very good.
I feel privileged to be the leader of this cohort. We are bringing in good things. We're bringing in better things.
Honestly, this shows that we are doing something good and rewarding and compelling, like they use it. So thank you, everyone. I think we're finishing. So as it is my birthday, like I said, it is my birthday. So thank you. You can still continue to send in your gifts. It is allowed, in cash, in kind, service, and just patronize me.
I celebrate you, coach. I feel very privileged. My mom was also born today, so I
Oh,
can feel the party around me. It's been all party,
okay.
party all over.
All right.
So, wishing you
Happy
the very
birthday to
best,
your
coach.
mom.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. All right. On this note, we're going to say thank you, everyone, for joining in. Personally, myself, I want to say thank you for celebrating me today. This is how I want to celebrate today. Sharing everything I do, everything I have with everyone. And thank you for being part of this. Thank you, thank you. And most especially, I want to thank my husband for the support. I want to thank all my friends, my siblings that sang that beautiful baby song for me this morning. My mom. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all my friends, everyone congratulating me on social media. Thank you. This is just a small girl that has been helped, that has been favored by God. And with your support, there are so much ground to conquer. I want to thank again my mentor in the space of medical translation, Dr. Yewande, for honoring my invitation. I tell you, I think I invited her in less than 2 hours before the program. I told her in less than 2 hours, and she was here. Thank you so much for everyone that joined in through this link. I know some people have left. Oyarobi, Oluwapelumi, Sabitris, Fadeke, Mohammed, sorry, I see you. Abosede, Shoyembo, thank you. And some other people have left. And everyone watching on every social media platform, thank you so much, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on WhatsApp, everywhere. Thank you so much. This is me. I pray that the Lord will reward you. God will be available for you. Help will be available for you everywhere you go. And I think my pastor actually joined earlier, Pastor Peter Amujo. Thank you for joining in, sir. God bless you. Thank you for all the prayers. So if you can leave a comment, just leave a message, leave a comment in the chat box wherever you are. I can't see myself again. Something is wrong. Just leave a comment. All the links, Akpan, if you can share all the links, to join just share on the social media there, or you can drop it here as well in the comment section for people to see. To pre-order the book Emerge. Pre-order the book Emerge. It will benefit you. It will benefit you and your generations to come. You can pass it down. So, like I said, this book will be available in 3 formats. It's going to be available as ebook, paperback, and audio. Personally, for me, I love audio. I just plug in and I listen to it to sleep while driving. So this could be you as well. So if you are not the type that don't like paperback or screen reading, so the audio book will be very good for you. So when you order, just leave a note that you want audio, paper, or ebook. So thank you very much. I'd want to stay here. Like, I feel like I have all of you around me just being in this space. So thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. The birthday still continue. Party after party. Party after party. Bye for now. Thank you.
This song says, hallelujah, hallelujah. That's what my song will be. Whatever I'm going through, that's what my song will be. In the face of tribulation, all I have to say is, hallelujah, hallelujah.